On today's show, we're going to create ourselves a nice little batch of fish and chips. Yes, sirree. We're going to kind of sort of head to the old country, as they call it. Head over to Great Britain, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, get some of that good old fish and chips. Hey, welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray. Hey, we've got everything back here we need. We got our oil over there heating up. So, hey, let's go ahead and get started on our fish and chips right now. Let's go ahead and get started on our fish and chips. Now, ingredients wise, we have cod and russet potatoes. That's really about it. Now we have a little bit of garnishes up here. We've got some lemons and some limes. We've got right here, we got a little bit of malt vinegar, which really pairs very well with both the fish and our our chips. We do have our fried breading that we're going to use, and you can find that down in the description down below, or go to the website gourmetfishing.com. Go over there, and there's all kind of neat stuff for y'all. So I tell you what, the first thing we need to do is prepare our potatoes. Now, I'm using a potato that's about maybe a little bigger than this. Now I've gone ahead and peeled it, and what we're going to do here now is come in and we're going to cut these into little manageable pieces. And we're just coming down and we'll just make a cut like so. And man, he grabbed a hold of that knife. And we're going to come and we're going to basically cut our potato in half, and then we're going to cut our half into quarters. So we'll make that cut, come in here like that, just like so, turn him around, voila. So now what we have, we've got some awesome little bite-sized pieces that are going to be so good in a minute. Now what I've got over here is I've got a water bath, and I'm putting the potatoes in there to kind of sort of tighten them up just a tad right before we begin to fry those up for the first time. Yes, first we're going to double fry our French fries. And the fries you get from the store, guess what? They're double fried also. So that's a little trick. You just don't fry them up and then eat them. No, you got to let them. You got to fry them, and then what you have to do is let them rest, and then you refry them at a higher temperature, and boom, you've got some unbelievable French fries. So I tell you what, we've got our potatoes. They're peeled, and now they're resting. We're going to let them sit in here for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that, and then we will be ready to begin our first fry. Oh yeah. All right, there we go. We've been about 20 minutes on letting these rest in our ice bath. And I tell you what, I think, yes, sirree, I think those are ready to begin their first fry. Now what I'm talking about is, the first fry is we're going to bring our temperature up in our oil at about 325. We've already got that preheated up. Now I want to come in, and obviously we don't want to dump wet potatoes into somewhat hot oil, because that's just going to create a little bit of a problem for us. So what I've got is some paper towels. I'm going to come in, I'm going to grab some of our potatoes just like so, and we're going to dry them off the best we can. So let's see here, we got these right here. I tell you what, that's probably a nice little batch right there for a single serving, and that's what we're doing today. The neat thing about this recipe, which you can download from the website or down in the link below. Hey, it's all right there for you. Is you just need to, if you want it for two people, just double the recipe. This what's so great about this little this recipe here. So now we're going to come in, and let's see. We are going to, give me this right here. We're going to dry our potatoes off just like so. Get as much of that water off of it, and I think we're good. I think that's going to be perfect. So tell you what, we're going to take a little stroll over to our oil, and let's see here. What do we have? Let's see, 250, 70. Man, we're creeping up there pretty quick. I think we might be okay. Well, you know what? We are over the 325, which is fine. I'm going to turn that heat down. Now, obviously, we're going to drop these in. Boom, that temperature's going to go right down. So that, you know, where we are right now is going to be perfect. So we're going to fry these up for about 4 minutes. That's all we need to do. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to add these to my little spoon here. And we're going to slowly add these to the oil. Here we go. Uh-oh, nothing's happening. Nothing. Oh, it's happening. Here it goes. There we are. Yes, sirree. Oh, man. And I am using today, hold on one second, make sure. I'm using canola oil today. You can use peanut oil, you can use vegetable oil, whatever you want. Now, like I said, we're going to fry those for about 4 minutes, and then we're going to have to let them rest for another 20, 25, 30 minutes. All right, check those out. Oh man, those are looking great. They're just kind of sort of browning, and I tell you what, that is going to be perfect for us. So first off, let's come in here and we're going to drain our fries. And I've got a little cookie wire rack here, and I'm going to let my fries rest right there, and any oil will kind of sort of drip off and hit the paper towel that I got underneath it. So here we go. Let's see here. Heck yeah. One, and lastly, just like so. Oh wow. Tell you what, man, they look like they just kind of sort of came out of the bag that we had from the grocery store, but actually we did these ourselves. So I tell you what, we're gonna let these things rest here for about 15, 20, 25 minutes. Yes. Oh man, smell good too. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I think we are ready to begin our final cooking process for our fish and chips. It's probably going to take 8 minutes, I think. Then we'll be able to plate and get ready to eat. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and get our fries back in the oil. And I tell you what, that's going to take at the most 4 minutes. It's pretty cool the way this happens and the way it works. So tell you what, let's come in here. We're going to grab these things, put them back in our little skimmer slotted wire whisk spoon, something like that. See? So now we're going to come in here. We're going to drop these right in there, just like that. Get them moving around, and we will be ready to eat the fries, that is, in just a few minutes. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and get our fish ready to go. Now we've got ourselves a couple of nice little cod loins, and I tell you what, cod seems to work so well for this dish. And most times that's what you see in the recipes is cod. I think you can use pollock, but you know, any pollock, I'm sorry, any you know, firm flesh fish will work just fine. So I tell you what, let's come in here. Now I've got some little brown paper bags, lunch bags, and we're going to use that to put our breading in, which consists of self-rised cornmeal, self-rising flour, and we've got a little bit of Creole or Cajun seasoning in there. I'm using Tony Sassery. So I tell you what, now you may want the recipe for this. I mean, check this thing out, man. I make it up quite a bit. We do quite a few fish fries and oysters and shrimp, stuff like that. So I make up a nice little batch and keep it handy all the time. So again, if you want the recipe, hey, go to the website. It's there. Look up the I believe it's the dolphin sandwich, the fish sandwich that we have there, and we show you how to make that. So I'm going to come in here for these two little things of fish. I'm probably going to use about a half a cup or so of our, yeah, that'll work, of our breading. So here we go. Now, I haven't done anything special to these. You know what we may do? we may, hold on, let me take a look. Oh, they looking good over here. Oh yeah, almost. I tell you what, we gotta pull those out here real quick. Oh, had a little jumping spider on my hand. Wasn't quite sure what that was. I'm just coming here and just add a little salt on top of our fish, just like that. Don't need to put any batter on them. We're gonna let the dampness of the fish itself grab our fried breading, and we're just gonna come in here and do that for the time being. Like that. Now we need to get our French fries, our chips out of the oil. Check those out, man. Wow, awesome. And I don't know if you can hear it. Nice and crispy. Heck yeah. Just like that. Oh man, these are gonna be great. Now I'm going to turn the heat up just a tad on our fire to get that the oil back where it needs to be. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to drop our French fries back on top. Oh, that's a little warm, of our wire rack. And of course you need to salt them while they're still a little damp with the oil, so the oil can stick to it. So now I'm going to come over here, I'm going to cover these up and check the oil temperature one more time. Let's see what we got here. Looking, come on. Okay, yes sir, we're getting up there. I tell you what, we're going to let this warm up just a tad more. I want to get that thing up to about 350, 360. And I tell you what, while that's going on, I'm just going to give the fish a little shake. Oh yes sir, I tell you what, I think we've got these things as coated as we're going to be able to. And let's see what we got. Oh yeah, yes sir, check that out. Oh man, awesome, perfectly coated, not too thick. And I tell you, when this thing hits the oil, a little bit of self-rising is going to pop it up just enough. So we don't need any beer batter or any wet batter whatsoever. I tell you what, these are going to be perfect in a second. So we are getting close to our optimum temperature. All right, I tell you what, we are very close to that 350 degrees. By the time we get back over there and drop these in, I tell you what, it's gonna be perfect. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and fry our fish. Heck yeah. So take your fish, all right, lay it in and away from you, so in case it does splash up, it won't splash on you, just like so. And voila, that is, oh man, check that out. I tell you what, we got 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, and those fish are gonna be perfect, and we will begin to plate. Yes, sir. Oh man, looking good. Oh man, I tell you what, that is looking great. I am going to give this just a little bit of a turn, just like so. And we'll do the same thing on this little guy here. Oh yeah. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Yes, sirree. Couple more minutes and we will definitely be ready to let these drain and then get to our plating. Oh man, I tell you what, man, these things are done. They're ready. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put these also on the wire rack. Grab this guy just like so. Oh wow, check that thing out right there. Wow. Drop him here. Let him drain just a tad. Tell you what, I'm going to hit them with just a little bit of salt, not a lot, just like that. Okay, how about that, man? Wow, check that out. Oh man, smells awesome. So I tell you what, let's go ahead, let's get ourselves ready to plate. Oh heck yeah, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get this thing plated up. And that'll be ready. It'll be time for us to eat. Heck yeah, I mean, check this thing out right here. 1, 2, oh man, let's see here. What can we do? We come in here with a couple of limes like so, some lemon, heck yeah. Wow, you know what, we'll do that. Something like this. Man, oh wow, check that thing out. Right there, man, wow. What can you say, man? How quick and simple was that? I mean, it was after our first pre-fry, which took, what, I don't know, 4 minutes. Then we had to wait a little bit, then 4 minutes, boom, done. right there. I tell you what, man, that is delicious. I hope y'all give it a shot. Oh, wait. You know what we also need? We need to come in here. We need to drop a little bit of malt vinegar in there. Really pairs well with those fries and, I'm sorry, chips and the fish. Hey, down there, check out that dolphin sandwich. That dolphin fried sandwich is unbelievable. And hey, right over here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.